I'm Bob McDonough. I'm the Administrator for Economic Opportunity for the City of Tampa, and I am here to celebrate the rebirth of this building. First order of business, though, you got to take away the fishing poles and the golf clubs from the Gabler brothers, because we want to get this thing built. This is an awesome opportunity. I think the real issue is going to be there's going to be no skinny people living in here. You're going to start at Nico's for breakfast across the street and eat your way up Florida Avenue. I mean, this area of town really has become our restaurant row. The Rooster and the Till, the Independent, Ella's, the Refinery, the Front Porch, the Bourgeois Pig, Fodder and Shine. I mean, this is Foodie Central. And I guess this will now be the headquarters for Foodie Central. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the developer of the project, Wesley Burdette.
Wow. Thanks for coming, first off. I mean, this is obviously a very exciting time. It's been a process that, been going through for the, quite some, the past year. And, looking around, I see my family, I see good friends, that's been supportive, this time. I see my team that's been here, that's been so instrumental in taking my vision and actually making this a reality. But what I see now, I see the people, I see excitement, I see the future, and it really means a lot, because it tells us that, you know what, this is the time, this is the right thing that we're doing. I mean, Seminole Heights has such an opportunity. People are excited about what we're doing here, and that just tells us that we can continue on. It gives us the fuel to continue to make these kind of projects, and we know that this is going to be that kind of a game changer product that Seminole Heights really deserves. I mean, as Bob kind of alluded, the restaurant row, we've got a lot of great pieces, and I think this is that density component that we've been all looking for to give that big economic push that Seminole Heights, and lifting us out from the mindset of blight or, not that, it's not as good an area as anybody else. We're going to prove everybody wrong. We're going to say this is the urban core. That's exactly right. Big believer in the urban core. Live, work, and play is obviously a very important part of what Tampa is driving. The mayor has been an amazing, figurehead and very clear on that directive. But we want to execute that today. It's great that some of these things, projects 2 and 3 years from now, but we're going to make urban core happen right now. We're going to make it happen this year, and that's what we're excited about, to be able to have people come, live in an urban, lifestyle, modern, product where you can have mixed use. You're going to have your restaurants and your bars all in a walking distance, and I think that's what people are going to be excited about. I think there's a chance that Seminole Heights, that this is going to be the crowning artery that I think everybody's been looking for. It starts with one step, and this is obviously a major project, that we're hopefully, get on track here by the, end of September when we can get people in here. But it's all about the future, and it's about, taking one step at a time. This is obviously a unique building, taking some of the old and making it new again, revitalization, urbanization, all these kind of different terms, which the architect Brian Wolfe is going to get a little bit more detail about. But for the most part, I got to say thank you. One, to also the city of Tampa and their building department. Kathy Coyle's group has been an absolutely instrumental process, part of the process, helping get this developed. I mean, without their help, we wouldn't, be anywhere near where we are today. And that means a lot to a developer like myself. That the city's here to help us. They're not here to hurt. They're doing everything they can, push any envelope and put any kind of effort they can to make sure we get projects like this, moving forward. And that's, that's exciting. That's it. But I just want to say thank you. The outcome, seeing these people out here, it tells us that, again, we're on the right path. There's good energy. I want to keep it up. I want to keep everybody informed. And, thank you very much for coming out. And I'm going to have Brian Wolfe, the architect, talk a little bit more about the building and where we're going to be heading with that and some of the challenges.
Good morning. Let me just try to fix this here. I might have to hold it. First of all,
First things first, I want to thank everybody for being here. We've worked 3 hard months to get to this point. And secondly, I want to thank Wesley for giving me the opportunity to be part of a project that is going to be a game changer in this great neighborhood in our great city of Tampa, a city that I raised my family in, and means a lot to me. I'm just going to walk you through the building and the design components and how it's going to relate to the neighborhood. So if you just bear with me for a second here. The building is basically in 3 sections. The section behind us here is going to be raised up about another 1.5 stories. It's basically an open warehouse now. It's going to have 3 stories of loft-style apartments with a courtyard in the center. And the rendering over here on the left, I don't know if you can see it so well because it's pretty small for the distance you're away, but bring it a little closer to the mic. This component right here, we're staying on the back side of it. And inside here, there's a courtyard that's opened up to the sky. So all these loft apartments will have a open-air courtyard. This component right here is an existing 2-story office space. It will be transformed into, which is back here, this is up Florida, just to let you know, into traditional 2-bedroom apartments. And then directly moving toward Florida, we're building more lofts, which is here, which will have we're up and down lofts. And then in the front here, which was somewhere back in history, was some type of a retail space, we're going to transform it back into a retail space with a roof terrace for entertaining right on Florida Avenue. So we're taking a building that basically had 1 or 2 people part-time during the week and transform it into a building that's going to have 40 or 50 people full-time. And then after 5 o'clock, where most of our neighborhoods seem to want to roll up the sidewalks, this building is going to come alive. That's when people come home from work. And the opportunity to have commerce in the retail component and activity on the roof terrace on Florida Avenue should give a real impact to the neighborhood. Thank you. Who's next? Oh, Andrew Mims.
No, that's all right. So, yeah.
Brian didn't have his glasses, and I didn't stop at the office, so I forgot my notes, so I will have to wing it now. But thank you very much for having me here. My name's Andrew Samuel. I'm the CEO of Sunshine Bank and Sunshine Bank Corp., and it's a pleasure to be here. And welcome to Mayor Buckhorn and all of the business leaders that are here. Thank you for coming out. I'm not sure who is responsible for the weather, but the weather is just gorgeous. I am new to the community, and I've only been in the community about 90 days, and I already feel like I'm at home. And my wife and I, who have moved here with our oldest daughter, just have been welcomed from everybody, and most of you are in the audience, and I certainly appreciate that. Sunshine Bank is so pleased to be a partner with Wesley Burdette and the rest of his team, as well as the city, in being involved in this project. We are thrilled that Wesley gave us an opportunity to be here. We want to be we want to be an active player in economic development, particularly in urban development. And this, I believe, is just one of the first projects that we'll be involved in as we go forward. For most of you, Sunshine Bank has been around 60 years. Our presence has primarily been in the eastern part of Hillsborough County, but you will see us a lot more in Tampa. We believe that the long-term future of our company is directly linked to the city of Tampa, and so you're going to see a lot more of us as we go forward. This is just one of the few projects we're involved in. We've been very pleased with the way the community has responded, and we hope to continue to grow here. Thank you for coming, and again, Wesley, thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to be a partner with you. Thank you all. I believe next is Mayor Bob Buckhorn, who's here. So, Mayor?
Andrew, I don't know about what it was like in Pennsylvania, but when the weather's good, the mayor is always responsible for it. When it rains, it's the city council's fault. It's good to see Councilman Mike Suarez here. Mike, thanks for being here. Wesley, and to all of the folks that are here today, this is an exciting day, not just for you personally and for your family, but for this community. You know, 4 years ago, we set out on a journey to create an urban mosaic in which all the neighborhoods were connected, in which all the neighborhoods were linked together, in which all the neighborhoods had a common destiny and a common goal and a common outlook on what this city could be. And even though downtown gets a lot of the attention, the reason we did that was to find a way to connect the dots, to find a way to link Ybor City to Seminole Heights, to Riverside Heights, to Tampa Heights, to East Tampa, to the Central Business District, to the west side of the Hillsborough River, and connect it not only in terms of the rhetoric, but connect it in terms of the livability, the walkability, the pedestrian experience, the retail experience. This city has turned into a foodie mecca. This city has turned into, south of Asheville, North Carolina, the home of some of the greatest craft beers in America. This city has turned into a place where those millennials, that next generation of bright, young intellectual capital, is flocking to Tampa, not just to downtown Tampa, but to the neighborhoods that surround the urban core. There is more residential living demand in the urban core than there is supply. And Seminole Heights is a huge part of it. Seminole Heights is probably the original neighborhood that 25 years ago when I started at the city was the one that took ownership of its own destiny, that decided it was going to be different, that it was going to preserve the original architecture, that had an amazing neighborhood association that is the model for how neighborhood associations should grow and to get along. They preserved the old bungalows, and now look at it. This is the place that people want to be. And so your investment in Seminole Heights is not only a wise decision, it will be a profitable decision, but it will also continue to link from Florida Avenue and Tampa Street, all of the neighborhoods, this great mosaic that we call the city of Tampa. It's an exciting time for us. It is probably the most exciting time that we have experienced, certainly in the years that I've been around local government. This is our opportunity to really rise, Wesley. This is our opportunity to take our place on the stage of great American cities, and it will be because we have the strong neighborhoods, because we have that urban core that people want to be. We have those neighborhoods that don't roll up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know where you've been living. There's not in this city. Because this city is alive, it is well, it is vibrant. Our neighborhoods are stronger, our neighborhoods are better, and the next 4 years are going to be even more amazing. But even more importantly, there's a reason why Wesley is doing this. There's a reason why all of us do this. As parents and as community leaders, see those two little girls right there? See Miller and Avery? Who just got petrified because the mayor called them out. Who are now hiding behind mommy's sweater. Those two little girls right there, if we want them to stay in this community and not leave for other emerging Sunbelt cities, we got to have a city that they want to come home to someday and that will attract not only Avery and Miller, two of the cutest little twins I've ever seen. What happened to your teeth, sweetie? Did the tooth fairy steal them? Did you get paid a lot of money? There we go. Now we're talking. Glad the bankers are funding that one too. Because ultimately, when it's all said and done, that's the next generation that we're going to turn this city over to. And we've got to turn it over to it's stronger and better and more vibrant so that we are able to attract that intellectual capital that will allow our economic prosperity to continue for decades to come. Thank you for believing in Seminole Heights. We all do, but more importantly, thank you for believing in Tampa, Florida. Our best days are yet to come. Let's move some dirt. I love moving dirt. Thanks, everybody.
We're going to do it on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we are.